All right, let's kick off this Alcaraz Rinderknech match. By the way, rematch from Doha as well. They played in Doha. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. We've got Djokovic playing doubles with Tsitsipas. We've got Alcaraz playing singles against Rinderknech. That is what we've got going on. And then we've got Raducanu coming up soon as well. Yeah, it's been a big day. It's been a big day with a lot of tennis, a lot of matches. And plenty more matches left to go. So don't go anywhere. All right, Djokovic to serve. 40-15. As a return from Pavic goes straight to Tsitsipas. He puts away the smash. Djokovic to F, whatever their name is, whatever we're going to call them. 2-1. They lead. Cameron, what are your thoughts on doubles? Enjoy it or nah? I love doubles. It's so fun. Like, it's so different to watching singles. Like, it is, like, there is so, I feel like it's more exciting. Like, there's more things happen. Yeah, upsets happen more too. Yeah, doubles is just so, there's just so much fun. I don't think there's we've ever watched a boring doubles match. Like, always crazy, always fun. Unpredictable. I love it. I think it's so much fun. It's a shame we don't get to watch more of it. It's just because there's so much other tennis to go. Like singles, right? There's just too much tennis. So, but doubles is so crazy. So whenever we get an opportunity to watch it, I love watching it. And we've got to watch 2 doubles matches today, which has been fun. All right, 2-1 Djokovic, Tsitsipas. And Alcaraz 5-0 against Rinderknech in their head-to-head. But they have had a couple of close encounters. But Alcaraz has won them all. So this shouldn't be easy, but it should be Alcaraz winning. All right, Pavic to serve. Serving to the back end of Steph. Volley from Pavic. No, double fault from Pavic. All right, love 15. The crowds go crazy for doubles. Oh, yeah. Do I like the double scoring system? I think it works for doubles, yes. I think it's a good, I like it for doubles, yeah. All right, lob goes up, smash from Pavic. Tsitsipas puts it up, and then Pavic comes to the net, Djokovic to the lob again. Pavic smash, no. He lets it bounce and hits a smash from the baseline, but in the net. Love 30. Great defense from Sole? Love 30. As a lob goes up, and man, Pavic misses again. God, Pavic is having a shocking game. A double fault and 2 missed smashes. Love 40. Yeah, shocking service game. All right, Tsitsipas Djokovic to get the break. As Pavic serves a fault. Remember, these guys are the defending Indian Wells champions. Serving the back of Djokovic is a let. Love 40. Serve again. There's a double fault. Jeez. All right. 3-1 to Sole. They get the break. That was a gift. Alcaraz won the toss, elected to receive. Rinderknech is going to serve first. And they almost went 3 sets when they played in Doha. Rinderknech had set points in the second, but he couldn't take them. Winner of this place, Rude, in the fourth round. All right. Tsitsipas 15 love serves out wide. Good serve. 30 love. Tell you, Djokovic, Steph are playing some good tennis. 30 love. Oh no, sorry, 15 love. All right, Steph serves again. And he serves a fault second serve as Rinderknech wins the first point, 15 love. Then he serves an ace down the tee, Rinderknech. All right, 30 love. All right, as Steph hits a backhand down the middle. Beautiful winner, 30 love. Nice play by Steph. As Rinderknech serves. In the back of Alcaraz, Rinderknech forehand. As Alcaraz forehand on the stretch, Rinderknech goes down the line. As Alcaraz backhand goes again in the front of Rinderknech. As we get a forehand, Alcaraz on the stretch goes wide, and it's 40 love. All right, serve and volley from Steph. It's a good slice, but then Pavic hits a lovely forehand past Djokovic down the line, and it's 30-15. As we get a serve and volley from Rinderknech, but he misses the volley. 40-15. As Djokovic with a lovely, Steph with a lovely serve to set up the volley by Nole. And it's 40-15. All right, Alcaraz, nice hitting, 40-30. Tsitsipas and Djokovic 4-1. They take the lead. All right, 40-30. First game. Alcaraz is lurking. As Rinderknech serves an ace. 1 love. All right. Luca Pui, by the way, I think is coaching Rinderknech. Former top 10 player from France. They're actually pretty seriously good at doubles. I mean, yeah, Tsitsipas Djokovic are playing a good doubles. They did get handed a very easy break. Pavic playing one of the worst games you could play. But, you know, still. As it a forehand out of the back of Rinderknech, he hits it wide. Alcaraz, 15 love. All right, back to Aravallo. As he tries to hold. Keep this close. Ace out wide. 15 love. Alcaraz with a forehand in the net. All right, 15 all. Keys up 5-2 double break. All right, 15 all. As Alcaraz serves down the tee, too strong, 30-15. And Samuel Lopez looking on. All right, nice serving from Aravallo. 30 love. Are you able to watch WTA on the tennis TV? No. So WTA is not available on tennis TV, only ATP. So that's all the men's matches outside the Slams and Davis Cup on the ATP. So 1000s, 500s, 250s are all on the app. But no WTA, unfortunately. But these matches are on. Great return from Rinderknech, and it's 40-30. All right. As we had a lovely volley from Aravallo. And it's 4-2. Sole. And Alcaraz holds 1-1. All right. As Djokovic serves 15-love. My bad. 15-love. As Djokovic serves a fault. Second serve. Cam looks tired. Do I? I don't feel tired. All right. As Tsitsipas too good at the net. Djokovic giving him a round of applause. 30-love. Sole came to play. I guess Steph's out of the single, so he's like, well, put all his energies into it. And Djokovic, he wants to prove he's the greatest doubles player of all time as well. As Rinderknech with a serve and volley winner. Beautiful drop volley. 40-love. Djokovic 40-love as well. Good serving. What a beautiful volley by Rinderknech. Ace out wide. Rinderknech leads 2-1. All right, first serve is a fault from Nole. Second serve. As Djokovic serves an ace, 5-2. 5-2. Tsitsipas and Djokovic. Great start. All right. All right. 2-1. Good stuff from Rinderknech staying in front. Novak will be the GOAT of doubles too. Hey, look. Maybe that's what he's training for. When he retires singles, he might play doubles till he's 60. All right. All right, back to Pavic, who has actually the worst doubles player on the court right now because he's making all kinds of errors on his service game, and he's the only reason it's 5-2. He got broken. He's the only one. Serves an ace though. That's better. Maybe nervous game to start the match. 15-love. As Rinderknech gets a love 15. All right, first serve a fault by Pavic. Second serve. 7 to the forehand to Djokovic. Up goes a lob, but Arevalo puts it away. And it's 30 love as we get a backhand from Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Rinderknech. Good drop shot. Alcaraz gets it. Rinderknech backhand down the line. Alcaraz going to get there with a forehand lob. Rinderknech with a volley down the line. Winner. Love 30. Alcaraz slipped. And Rinderknech is too good at the net. By the way, they're just showing the massive, I would say skid mark, but that sounds weird. But it is a skid mark from the shoes of Alcaraz. He's got orange shoes, and the orange has just been wiped down. Like, there's a massive line on the back of the court. As Arevalo Pavic hold, and Tsitsipas going to serve for the set. Great volley, though, Rinderknech. That was a tough high backhand volley, tough. As Alcaraz hits a lovely drop shot. What in the hell was that good shot? 15-30. What placement. I mean, he couldn't have hit it any better. Even if Rinderknech was at the net, he wouldn't have got that. Like, that was such a good drop shot. That's crazy. He just finessed that ball into the... where that placement was, it was insane. Anyways, return the net by Rinderknech, 30 all. Tsitsipas 15 love serving for the set. Alcaraz's shoes are all scuffed up, by the way. Good forehand from Alcaraz, and then the from Tsitsipas, and then the volley from Djokovic is too good. 30 love. Nice from Nole. All right, 30 all here is Alcaraz with a forehand. Into the back of Rinderknech. Forehand from Alcaraz into the nets. Okay. We're going to break point for Rinderknech. 30-40. Keys won the first set, by the way, 6-2. Set points for Sole. Serving to the forehand of Pavic. Sorry, of Arevalo is a let. All right, break point for Rinderknech. Serve is an ace from Alcaraz. All right. You thought you were going to break? Good luck. Anyways, great serving from Tsitsipas. And they get the first set. Djokovic and Steph. First set 6-3 against the defending champions of Indian Wells. What an effort. What a great start for Sole. Anyways, Alcaraz serving volleys and puts away the smash. And it's advantage Alcaraz. No break points against Tsitsipas or Djokovic in that set, by the way. Very clean set of tennis. All right. Here we go. It's going to be advantage Alcaraz to try and level. And Alcaraz, great serve. All right, Carlos. He takes the game 2-0. There's people dressed up as bees. That's classic. Love that. You got the bee army. That's so funny. All right, 2-0. There they are. Look at them all. Even Alcaraz is having a laugh. He's like, yeah, it's good. That's a good one. Alcaraz loves it. 2-0. As Rinderknech serves out wide. Alcaraz gets it back. Rinderknech to the backhand of Alcaraz. Volley from Rinderknech. Is Alcaraz forehand pass? No. Yes. Rinderknech hit the volley wide. As love 15. No, BG's is not there. All right. Love 15 also. Tsitsipas Djokovic. All right. Rinderknech serves again. He serves a fault second serve. As we get a backhand-to-backhand rally. Slice from Alcaraz into the forehand of Rinderknech. Alcaraz backhand. Goes wide. And it's 15-0. All right, 15-0 here as we are serving the backhand of Alcaraz. Volley from Rinderknech is good. Alcaraz gets up there with a lob. Of course it goes in. And then Rinderknech was the pass, but it's not good enough because Alcaraz is too good at the net. 15-30. Ruined by the court level camera, by the way, but great point. 15-30. Also 40-15 here for Aravalo on serve. Great pickup by Alcaraz. I mean, to lob that shot, 1, to get to it, 2, to hit an effective lob. Crazy. I think that's what needs to be pointed out there. The fact that he got to it, right? He's quick to get to the drop volley, but then to hit an effective lob over a guy who's like 6'6", and then back it up with a volley winner. I mean, we take it for granted because he does it all the time, but that whole sequence, most players would be happy to get to the drop shot. Insane. Like, that's what makes him insane. All right, good serve from Rinderknech there, 30-0. All right, Rinderknech serves. As he serves. That's a fault. Second serve. Serve at the back of Alcaraz. Return. Goes short. Rinderknech comes to the net. Alcaraz the pass. Rinderknech volley a win away. Great shot. Lovely volleys by Rinderknech. 40-30. Also 30 love. Djokovic Tsitsipas. Serve is an ace down the tee from Steph. Steph is serving well in this doubles match. And he got a smile on his face. He knows it too. He's like, I'm playing pretty well. All right, Rinderknech holds. Even though Alcaraz hit one of the best shots of the day. As Steph serves an ace down the tee again. Tsitsipas a serve bot. 1-all. All right. 1-1. By the way, Rinderknech's shot quality on the serve right now is a 9.4. That is crazy good. And the forehand's a 9.4 as well. Alcaraz is actually lacking on the ground strokes, but luckily he's hitting good returns. But, man, Rinderknech is playing pretty damn good. 7 winners, 2 errors. Alcaraz is 5 winners, 4 errors. I mean, that's interesting. Rinderknech actually being the better player right now. Slightly better. All right, 15 love as Pavic serves. To the forward of Djokovic. Oh, good return. And Aravalo hits it in the net on the volley. 15-0. As a return. Goes in from Steph. Then Djokovic with a pass, but the number 3 seeds are too good at the volleys. And then a lob goes up from Steph. Pavic hits a smash. Steph gets it back. Now Djokovic with a pass in the net. Oh, that would have been a winner. And Djokovic knows it. If that goes in, that's crazy. He knows it too, Nole. He's like, I could have just hit a great shot. 30-15. All right, good serve from Carlos. 15 love. Also, not Son Men's. Cartel is up a break in the second. As a bit of forehand from Alcaraz in the back of Rinderknech. Oh, he shanked that one wide. 30 love. All right. As Pavic double faults, 40-30. As that goes out in the return from Rinderknech, 40 love. Pardon me. All right, 40-30 as Pavic serves, and then Djokovic with another great return. Arevalo in the net. We're going to break point. Oh, bless you. All right. Break point. Sudden death. Pavic serving. Serving to the forehand is a let. All right, here we go. Big point here for Pavic and Arevalo. Serve to Djokovic. Into the forehand, and Djokovic hits a return winner! Oh, man, Nole. Vintage. But on the doubles arena this time, 2-1, Djokovic Tsitsipas, second set. They're dominating. They are dominating this match. All right, love 15, Alcaraz. As Rinderknech serves. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech goes again to the forehand of Alcaraz. As Alcaraz on the attack. Rinderknech lob. Alcaraz smash. Puts it away. Love 30. Love 30. All right. Alcaraz with the love 30. Serving the forehand of Alcaraz. Ooh, return in the net. Rinderknech with a serve and volley. He doesn't need a volley. By the way, I'm not sure if Tsitsipas and Djokovic have played doubles before. Have they? All right. Djokovic 2-1 with Tsitsipas in the doubles as Alcaraz hits a passing shot winner. And he's got 2 break points, Alcaraz, 15-40. Not a bad serve volley, but the first volley just went straight to Alcaraz, and he's like, thank you. I know how to hit winners. And Rinderknech, by the way, has... Alcaraz is getting a lot better now. His forehand has come to play. Oh, Tsitsipas hits a terrible smash. How do you miss that? As it a backhand now, Rinderknech. Alcaraz backhand down the line. Oh, it's in the net. By the way, chat, that backhand, that's like out wide backhand that Alcaraz hits. That is Djokovic's shot all day. Rafa also used to hit that, but every time he goes for that like open stance, like lunging backhand, it just feels like, it looks like Novak Djokovic. Like that's the Djokovic shot. Great serve, Rinderknech. We get the deuce. Like, it's just it just has such a Nole signature look. Love 30. Maybe he is AI. Just taking like from everybody else and making merging it all together. Isn't that what AI does? takes a bunch of stuff that's already in the world and puts it together. Chad, if you know what happens when they take over, I'm out. You know I'm not going to make it. If I disappear, you know what happened. Anyways, love 40. And Rinderknech gets to advantage. Also, love 40 here. Tsitsipas, Djokovic in trouble. Man, Alcaraz went with the pass, but Rinderknech is too good at the net with the volleys. Good hands. I think Alcaraz played a little bit too cute at that point. As the backhand down the line is wide by Rinderknech. Good return from Alcaraz. Back to Deuce. Well, last night, but where you are, he'll say, I haven't heard from him. I don't understand what you're saying. Good serve. Djokovic saves one. 15-40. All right. And also Deuce. Alcaraz wants that break. As he serves, a fault. Rinderknech, second serve. As Djokovic slicing the stretch. Volley in the net by Pavic. He snuck in, but... Sorry, Arevalo snuck in. They were in the same outfit, so, you know, that's a doubles team. All right. Rinderknech serves the backhand of Alcaraz. Return the forehand of Rinderknech. As with a backhand. Long by Alcaraz and Rinderknech. Advantage. By the way, Alcaraz's backhand is struggling. His backhand is a problem. All right. As Djokovic, Tsitsipas get to Deuce. But they're still down break point because sudden death. All right, Djokovic to serve again. Can they keep the break? As Rinderknech with a great serve. But Alcaraz gets it back. Djokovic, by the way, survives. And they keep the break. Alcaraz with a passing shot in the net. And Rinderknech holds. Jeez, he is doing well to hang on. 4-3. All right. Djokovic, Tsitsipas, 3-1. They keep the break. From Love 40. Goat things. All right, back to Arevalo. Made a fault from Arevalo, second serve. Into the back of Tsitsipas, return the net. 15 love. I don't know who Rinderknech reminds me of, and don't say Vacheroy. It's not Vacheroy. I'm just trying to think, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, he reminds me of somebody. He reminds me of a player of yesteryear. Just trying to think. Because he's just got that, awkward, frame. He's tall and long arms, but he can volley. Does anyone give me some? I'm thinking of maybe an early 2000s type of player. I'm trying to think. Kind of like Goran. Yeah, maybe it's Goran. Actually, that's who we're probably thinking of. Kind of like Goran, like a right-handed Goran. Yeah, maybe a Goran. He does have that kind of skinny, tall, long-armed. But he can he's got the wingspan. It's hard to hit past him. Maybe I'm thinking of Goran. But right-handed Goran. But he does have that bit of old school in him as well, because he's coming to the net a lot, which is not he's doing more of a classic a 90s serve volley style at times too. Which is fun to watch against Alcaraz. It's good to see somebody doing that to Alcaraz. It's makes Alcaraz play have to play some different types of shots. First serve, the fault, second serve. As a return from Rinderknech is a winner. Okay. 15-all. Great return winner from Rinderknech. That was crazy. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Rinderknech. Alcaraz goes down the line of the backhand of Rinderknech. Sliced into the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech pass. Alcaraz drop half volley pickup. But Rinderknech goes down the line and he rips it too quick. And Alcaraz in the net. 15-30. All right, Tsitsipas serving at 3-2. Djokovic Tsitsipas with a set and a break. All right, 15-30. Alcaraz serves again. Serve is a fault. Chance for Rinderknech here, second serve. God, he's got a weird return stance. Anyways, double fault Alcaraz. We got break points for Rinderknech. 15-40. To take the break. And then serve for the set. Alcaraz serves. Rinderknech gets it back to the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech in the rally. Hits a slice. Alcaraz runs around to forehand to the backhand of Rinderknech. Down the line to the forehand of Alcaraz who hits a passing shot. Winner! That's how you save one. 30-40. What a shot by Carlos. The B Army are on their feet. They're buzzing. That was a beautiful shot. Rinderknech played a good point, but he played Alcaraz, so he lost the point. Everybody else would have won. He would have won that point against anybody else. By the way, Steph 40-15 on serve. Still break point here for Rinderknech. As the backhand return goes in, the backhand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech backhand into the net. Alcaraz too strong. Deuce. We get to deuce. Why does he look like an NPC on the return? He does have that, like, default setting stance. He literally just stands there. Like NPC stance. Anyway, Tsitsipas Djokovic are 4-2. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. Backhand return for Rinderknech. He comes to the net with a volley, but he missed it. Man, he went for the sneak attack. He went for the saber. Anyways, missed it. Advantage Alcaraz. Djokovic return winner. 15-0. And this crowd's going nuts. They love this. All right, 15-0. Alcaraz with the advantage. Team Djokovic is crushing it, yeah. As Rinderknech in the net. Alcaraz holds. 4-all. Alcaraz holds on. As Pavic in trouble, 15-30. All right, Pavic to serve to Djokovic. Oh, no. Hey, there's a dog in the house. Let's go. All right. Return winner by Norway. Of course there is. All right. 15-40. Djokovic Tsitsipas. All right, serve out wide. Steph in the net on the return. 30-40. Rinderknech 15 love, by the way. $30-40. Still break point here for Djokovic. Tsitsipas for a double break. And then to serve for the match. Serve in the back of Djokovic. Volley is good by Arevalo. Tsitsipas gets it. And then Pavic volleys it long. I tell you, Tsitsipas Djokovic are showing that singles players can play doubles. We saw Sinner and Opelka struggle against the world number one. And then you watch this and you go, shit. If you got team chemistry and you can, play a certain style, it can play doubles. Like, you can play doubles if you're a singles player, if you play a certain type of tennis. Opelka, Sinner, unfortunately, didn't have it, but Tsitsipas and Djokovic do. Alcaraz, by the way, throws the racket towards the ball, but he missed the point. 30-15. I tell you, Tsitsipas, Djokovic are demolishing the number 3. By the way, defending champions. All right. Alcaraz with a return. 30-all. 30-all. Rinderknech needs some serves. Serving to the back end. Alcaraz return goes up. And out. All right, 40-30. He gets the serve. All right. Djokovic and Tsitsipas serving the match. All right, 15 love. And Alcaraz, by the way, lovely drop shot. All right, as Djokovic, 30 love. He's 2 points away. Him and Steph. Nole loves this crowd, by the way. They're going nuts for him and for Steph, but for him. All right, deuce here, but we get a fault from Rinderknech. Second serve. Djokovic serving. 30 love. Serving to the forehand is a let. As, Alcaraz backhand in the net. Advantage Rinderknech. To keep the lead. And Djokovic shows a fault second serve. All right. As Djokovic and Tsitsipas 40 love to knock out the world number 3 doubles team and the defending champions. I have no idea who they're playing next, but they're playing tomorrow. I know that much. Are they playing FAA quarter? I'm not sure. Anyway, serve. Djokovic. Fault. Rinderknech holds. He stays in front. All right, second serve. Djokovic's got to play Draper as well in the singles in a couple of days. All right, 40 love. Serve to the back end of Pavic, and that's a winner by Steph of the net. He swats it away, and Djokovic, Tsitsipas get the win in front of a packed crowd out on Stadium 3, I think. Crazy good tennis by Djokovic, Tsitsipas. Like, they played some real doubles. Man, that's a hell of a win. All right. GG's. Now we're going to merge the streams, but what a win for whatever we called them. But if you want to keep watching, jump on over. Alcaraz is serving to stay in the set. Oh, sorry, not quarter FAA. Who are they playing then? I don't know who they're playing. Hang on. They're going to play... Oh, they're playing the cousins. They're playing Rinderknech. He's on the court right now. All right, great win for Stefan and Nole. They're through into the second round. We might watch them tomorrow as well. We'll see how we go, but good win. Now jump on over and see what Alcaraz is up to, because Alcaraz is in trouble. All right. All right. Alcaraz serving to stay in the set. All right, 15 love. As Alcaraz serves again. First serve is a fault, second serve. Into the forehand of Rinderknech. Backing it from Alcaraz. Goes wide. 15-0. All right, 15-0. As Alcaraz serves again. Into the fault of Rinderknech. Return goes wide. 30-15. As the return goes out by Rinderknech. 40-15. Serve again. Into the backhand, Rinderknech in the net. All right. And the game goes to Carlos. 5-5. 5-all. Keys going 3. Oh, wow. Yeah. Cartel took the second. Huge response. All right, 5-all. As Rinderknech serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the fault of Alcaraz. Volley from Rinderknech. Great pickup. Woo! All right. That was a hell of a volley. Right off the shoestrings. 15 love. Ridiculous volley. And then an ace down the tee. 30 love. All right, 30-15. Nice return by Alcaraz. Wimfi, is that watching on, by the way? That's interesting. 30-15. He might be watching the Raducanu match next, though. That's probably what he's there for. 30-15. Serving the back of Alcaraz. Back in out from Rinderknech. Alcaraz slice. There's Rinderknech. Forehand. Alcaraz the pass. And the volley in the net by Rinderknech. 30-all. All right. Chance for Alcaraz to take the break here. Little half chance. All right, serve. There's an ace out wide. That's clutch. 40-30. Serving to the back end of Alcaraz. Return goes into the front of Rinderknech. Alcaraz forehand. Into the front of Rinderknech. As Alcaraz forehand goes again to the front of Rinderknech. He goes down the line. As they go backhand to backhand. Alcaraz comes in there with a drop shot. Rinderknech is there with a slice. Alcaraz forehand pass is a lob. Rinderknech runs backwards. He puts up a lob. And it goes wide. And we get to deuce as Alcaraz with a smile just shakes the fist. Oh, man. Why? How does he always hit the ball on the line? Like that was not on the line. That was inside, just inside the line, but the placement is ridiculous. Again, how do you lob a slice lob on Rinderknech, who's a giant guy, without even breaking a sweat? Like, how do you do it? It's just he's him. All right, deuce. And I think Rinderknech has got a time violation, and this is BS. It's Fergus Murphy. He is the time violation king. He is the time violation king. And Rinderknech, look, he is the worst at this time violation shit. He does it all the time. It's deuce after an important crazy rally at 5-all, and now he gets a time violation? Come on. He does it all the bloody time, too. He is such a time violation. He's just a stickler for the rules. No common sense. 5-all deuce. Alcaraz is not complaining. The umpire's like, that was 0. Oh, yeah. It's not like we just played a really long rally at a really important time. As we're going to return now to the final of Rinderknech. Alcaraz with the pass. As we're going to volley Rinderknech. Alcaraz with the lob. Oh, he missed that one. All right. Advantage Rinderknech. But the thing is, time violation, Murphy. But the thing is, the time violation in that situation is such a stupid thing because it wastes more time with Rinderknech arguing. So, like, you don't give a time violation, you give him 1 extra second. You avoid a 30-second conversation. So, like, overall, it's a net negative. As he serves an ace out wide, Rinderknech 6-5. You know what I mean? Like, you give him 2 seconds more, and he serves, right? We play on. You give him a time violation, he comes over, you talk for a minute, then he goes and plays, and then... So we've lost time because you've given him a time violation. You've done the opposite of what you're trying to do. You're trying to save time by warning him. You've wasted time. You know what? Like, it doesn't make sense, chat. It doesn't make sense in that situation. It's a weird... the rule needs to be changed. It's called picking your battles. Yeah. 5-all deuce. Maybe you give him a couple extra seconds. Maybe just unless Alcaraz is complaining about it, and he's like, this guy's taking too much time. If Alcaraz has no problem with it, play on. Anyways, penny wise, pound foolish. Well, yeah, right? Because at the end of the day, you've just wasted more time by giving him a violation for being a second late. So you've the umpire should get a time violation. Warning. Umpire started wasting time. All right, here we go. Alcaraz trying to serve to get to this tiebreak. Blunted.
Fergus Potato Murphy being an incompetent umpire.
Now, look, he's not incompetent. He's a good umpire. It's just the time violation rule. He's just a strict umpire with that rule, you know. And look, he's a good umpire because he does his job and he obeys the rules and he enforces the rules. That's what the umpire's supposed to do. But the rule is silly. In that situation, the rule is silly. All right, 15 love. You can't really blame the umpire. I mean, you can blame the umpire, but also you can't blame the umpire because he's just doing his job. But it's also like, is anybody going to cry if it's 2 seconds longer? Would we notice, chat? Would we notice? I don't think we'd notice. We'd only notice if Alcaraz said he'd had a problem with it. So, Fergus Murphy used to be a lawyer. Oh, well, that makes sense why he's like by the book. That's crazy. How do you go from being a lawyer to how do you know that? How do you know that he was a lawyer? That's crazy. 30 love. Well, that makes sense now. That makes sense why he's very strict. And to the letter of the law. Anyways, Alcaraz backhand pass, 40 love. All right, 40 love. To get us to the tiebreak. Serve out wide. Too good. All right, tiebreak time. Here we go. Who you got, chat? Who you got? Who have you got? I mean, it's going to be, probably Alcaraz, right? All right, Rinderknech to serve. As Rinderknech serves. Down to the back of Alcaraz. Return goes into the net. One love, Rinderknech. By the way, I don't know what you're smoking, but why would the ATP not like Alcaraz and love Sinner? Bro, what are you smoking? You alright? What you up to? Bro. One love. Is it a fault second serve? Second serve. Into the forehand. Rinderknech. What a return winner! 2 love. Mini break. Rinderknech. All right. What a return winner. Two love. As we return now to the front of Alcaraz, forehand from Rinderknech goes wide. 2-1. 2-1. Rinderknech with the mini break. All right. As Rinderknech serves. And Alcaraz returned the net. 3-1. Rinderknech. Serve again. It's a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Good return. Rinderknech with the backhand of the front of Alcaraz. Into the front of Rinderknech, who puts it in the net. And Alcaraz gets back the mini break. 3-2. All right, 3-2. Alcaraz serves again. Fault. Second serve. Double fault. Four two. They change ends. All right, Alcaraz serves again. The crowd go wild. Nearly 1 hour played. Shubham.
Can Alcaraz wrap this up quickly? I don't want to miss Elena's match before going to work.
Thank you for the donation. 4-2. Second serve. Rinderknech return winner. He's done that twice in this tiebreak. 5-2. Rinderknech. He's going to serve for the set. Five-2. Double mini break. As he serves a fault, Rinderknech. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Rinderknech. Into the front of Alcaraz. Rinderknech on the stretch. He gets it. And then Alcaraz with a drive volley on the baseline. Okay. And then with a volley to the front of Rinderknech, who hits it in the net. There was 2 chances for Rinderknech to win that point, even though Alcaraz was in control. But he couldn't take him, and Alcaraz gets a 1 of the mini breaks back. 5-3. Rinderknech. He needs a big serve here, Rinderknech. He needs an ace. He needs a big serve. And he serves a fault instead. I said big serve that goes in. Second serve. Serving the front of Alcaraz. Return is a winner. Rinderknech went with a second serve volley, and Alcaraz knew it was there. He knew it before he even hit it. Back on serve. 5-4. 5-4. Back on serve. As the return goes in the front of Alcaraz. Drop shot's good. Too good. 5-all. 5-5.
Go
Madness.
Rinder, goat, haha.
Thank you for the $2. All right. All right. 5-all. Alcaraz serves. Into the backhand of Rinderknech. Forehand from Alcaraz. The forehand of Rinderknech. Alcaraz forehand again. Rinderknech drop shot in the net. Shocking forehand drop shot attempt. Alcaraz with a set point. 6-5. All right. Okay. Serve. Into the front of Alcaraz. Return goes into the front of Rinderknech. Alcaraz in the rally, but he shanks the forehand long. 6-all. They change ends. How did Djokovic Tsitsipas win so comfortably? I don't know. Because Djokovic is the greatest player of all time. That's why. That's the only way to explain it. Djokovic is GOAT. And doubles is his playground. 6-all. As Rinderknech serves. Alcaraz had a set point. But Rinderknech saved it. Serve. Into the front of Alcaraz. Good return. Rinderknech down the line. Alcaraz there with a slice. Rinderknech with a volley. Alcaraz can't get it though. He tried so hard. And he got so far. Anyway, 7-6. Rinderknech, he gets the first set point of the match for him. 7-6. As Alcaraz serves. Into the front of Rinderknech. Return to the front of Alcaraz. Rinderknech forehand on the attack. Alcaraz with a slice. Rinderknech. Forehand again. Cross court. Alcaraz went the wrong way. Rinderknech points to the ground. He does this symbol. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. What does that mean? 7-6. He takes the set. He's like, no chance. I mean, what's that mean, chat? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Anyways, who knows what that means? He knows what that means. He did it. All right. Rinderknech takes the first against the king. He saved a set point as well. All right. What a start. I just joined at the right time. Yes, you did. Stop the madness.
Like I said, Rinder goat bow down.
Right. Thank you for the $2. All right, let's talk about it. By the way, Alcaraz was the better player in that set. Towards the end especially, he was the better player. Performance rating 8.1 compared to a 7.5. Like, Alcaraz losing that set was ridiculous. He was the better player. Rinderknech served better, and that's why he won that set. Like, his serve got him to the tiebreak, and his serve got him through. But Alcaraz played better overall. Alcaraz's backhand's a bit shaky, but his returns were great. His forehand was off the charts. Rinderknech did not play well on the ground strokes, really, but the serve. 13 unreturnable serves, 7 aces. He also hit 7 volleys. Alcaraz 12 winners, 11 errors. 19 winners, 13 errors for Rinderknech, but 21 forced errors. So he made Alcaraz hit 21 errors. That's what a forced error is. But his serve was the savior. No breaks to serve in that set. They both had break points, but neither player broke. And, yeah. Alcaraz, by a lot of the metrics, should have won the set. But Rinderknech with the serve, setting up the points with the serve, especially in that tiebreak, made the difference. I mean, Alcaraz was up a set point in that set too, so that was huge. All right. As Rinderknech hits the winner down the line to start the second, love 15. And now Rinderknech is starting to rise. Beautiful shot down the line. Alcaraz going to serve first. Love 15. As a forehand from Rinderknech to the volley of Alcaraz. Alcaraz puts it away. 15-0. As a return from Rinderknech to the backhand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech backhand into the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech lob. Oh, Alcaraz left it. And then hit a forehand back. What was that shot? Rinderknech comes there with a drop volley. Alcaraz backhand. Oh, he missed it. How Alcaraz went with the swat shot, not the lob. That's like, is that an Agassi shot? Did Agassi do that first? Was he the first one to hit that, like, you're running back for the lob, and then instead of hitting a lob back, you hit like over the shoulder swat? I think that's an Agassi shot, right? Like Andre made that popular. I know other players have done it, but I feel like I saw Agassi do that first. Back in the 90s. Didn't work though. 15-30. I'm sure I saw Agassi do it back in the 90s, before Federer and Nadal did it too. Anyways, half volley from Djokovic, Alcaraz. Oh, and Rinderknech hit the tape and it went in. Alcaraz tries to go with a 360 no-look backhand volley, but he completely missed it. And it's 15-40. Man, Rinderknech got a little lucky. Hit the tape and it went in. And Alcaraz went for a spinny 360 volley. Didn't work. Great return. Rinderknech, he's got the break! Now, everybody just settle down. Everybody just settle down. Everybody relax. Everybody just chill. Everybody relax. All right? Setting a break. But it's Carlos Alcaraz we're talking about. It's Carlos Alcaraz, right? And it's 1-love in the second. Let's all just relax. Stop the madness.
That's right, Bo.
Stop the madness. Everybody just relax. Rinderknech has the break. 1-love in the second. Everybody just chill. Everybody just chill out, all right? Just relax. No, 1-love. As Alcaraz wins a point, love 15. A lot of tennis left, exactly. We're not looking at upset of the year yet, don't worry. Plenty of time. You know it ain't over. All right, that goes out by Alcaraz, 15-0. As a return from Alcaraz goes the corner of Rinderknech. Rinderknech in the net, 15-30. When you're at the top, Alcaraz and Sinner, etc., you're always playing with the target on your back. Exactly, Rochelle. Exactly. Sorry, exactly right. Exactly right. 15-30. As we're back into backhand rally. Alcaraz backhand again, the backhand of Rinderknech. Forehand from Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Rinderknech. Crossed into the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech backhand. Alcaraz gets on the stretch. Rinderknech forehand. Alcaraz gets that too. Rinderknech hits the forehand in the net. We got break points for Alcaraz. 15-40. To get back on serve. $15.40. All right, nice serve, one save, 30-40. $30-40. Serve to the forehand of Alcaraz. Lob goes up by Carlos. That's the winner. And that's the break back. And he's fired up, Carlos. He's fired up. 1-all. And he raised his fist to the crowd. All right, 1-1. Hey, thank you, Granitor, for the $10. Appreciate that. Okay. Alcaraz breaks straight back. Well, I tell you, don't just fucking relax, everybody. Relax! All right, 1-0. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As with the backhand from Rinderknech, the forehand of Alcaraz. He puts it away, 15-love. $15-love. As we get a return now, the forehand of Alcaraz. He puts that away, 30-love. $30-love. Alcaraz serves again. Is a let. All right, nice serving, Carlos. Or did he miss that? 40 love. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. All right, 40-30. As the return goes out from Rinderknech, and Alcaraz gets back the lead. All right. Here we go. 2-1. Alcaraz is back. Key's in danger. Ooh, is she? What the hell's going on with her? Ooh, she's down 4-3, down break point. All right. So we do have Raducanu after this. Raducanu comes on after this. So stay tuned. All right. All right. I didn't like Carlos's first serve percentage in that first set, but still Carlos will win. Yeah, he's gotten better. As Rinderknech puts away the smash, 15 love. Yeah, I mean, his first serve percentage wasn't that bad. It's just Rinderknech's first serve percentage was off the charts. Like, he was at 70-70, and it was 67-79. So Alcaraz didn't serve that badly the first set. He just was outserved by his opponent was better serving, but Alcaraz was better everywhere else. 15-0. Great backhand winner down the line by Carlos. 15-0. We had a fault second serve. As we got a forehand now from Rinderknech, the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech forehand on the line. Alcaraz backhand. Into the backhand of Rinderknech. Alcaraz forehand again. The backhand of Rinderknech. As Alcaraz forehand again. Rinderknech with a forehand again at the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Rinderknech again at the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech sprays it. And it's 15-30. Chance for Alcaraz to get the break. 15-30. Cartel serving for the match. Ooh. Ooh. All right, 15-30. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Good return. Slice from Rinderknech. Alcaraz with the volley. Too good. 15-40. Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. Alcaraz to go 3-1. Cartel wins. Wow. Big win. Keys made the semis last year, so that's huge. All right, break points for Alcaraz. Ace out wide. One saved. As with a backhand volley from Rinderknech, and Alcaraz with the pass goes long. Deuce. So we're starting to get a bit of a shape of what the fourth round looks like now. So we've got Swiatek Mukova, Svitolina Siniakova, Bencic Pegula, the winner of tonight's match versus Cartel. And then on the men's side, winner of this plays Rude, Hijikata Nori, Draper Djokovic, and then if Medvedev wins, he'll play Mickelson. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what we've got going on. All right, Deuce. As Alcaraz returns into the forehand of Rinderknech, Alcaraz forehand to the backhand of Rinderknech. As Alcaraz forehand again, Rinderknech goes again to the Alcaraz forehand, but Alcaraz pushes it wide. Okay. Advantage Rinderknech to level this second set. Alcaraz just missed it. As Rinderknech serves. A great serve down the tee. And Rinderknech with a big shout. 2-0. Did he just vamos in Carlos's face? Is that what he just did? 2-2. All right, Alcaraz serves. And Rinderknech missed the return just. He did just do that. Okay, I thought so. I wasn't sure. So Rinderknech with the big serve down the tee stares down Carlos and says, "Vamos." And he's French. Stop the madness.
Your Reiner goat is back, what I say.
30 love. I don't know. I think Rinderknech might be just sick and tired of losing to Alcaraz. I don't know. There's a 4 now from Alcaraz. That goes wide. 30-15. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. As Rinderknech misses the return. 40-15. All right, as Alcaraz volleys in the net, 40-30. All right. I just looked at the replay. Yep. There was definitely a very intense stare down and come on from Rinderknech at the end of that game. Okay, 40-30. Serve to the forehand of Rinderknech, forehand from Alcaraz. Rinderknech gets it into the forehand of Alcaraz, down the line of the back of Rinderknech. Alcaraz comes in with the volley, but Rinderknech missed it. 3-2. All right. I think Rinderknech might be a little annoyed by Alcaraz's celebrating. He's like, I've had to deal with you 6 times in a row now, and you beat me every time. Shut up. Stop yelling at me. All right. Rinderknech with the set, but Alcaraz with the lead. 3-2 in the second. Medvedev's coming up next. Yep, we'll keep an eye on him as well. Little spicy. Okay, how we doing, chat? Where are we watching from? Let me know in the chat where we're watching from. Where are the Savages? What time is it? Game time. Who? I'm glad Rinderknech isn't scared. Oh, yeah. So much fun when the players take it up to these guys. Tasmania, Vancouver, Canada, New Zealand, Dubai. Stay safe. Singapore, USA, South Africa. It's 5 a.m. Nice. Birmingham, Bangladesh, Indian Wells, Kansas, South Africa, New Jersey, Cam's backyard. Joke's on you, I don't have one. You must be somewhere else. You must be lost. Pakistan, New York, Mexico, Philippines, Vegas, New York City, Greece, India, Ibiza, Ghana. We've got Kentucky. We've got the UK. It's 3 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, you guys are savages. Texas. Tahiti. Ooh, lovely. We've got Connecticut. We've got Florida. Yorkshire. Melbourne, Wales, Jamaica, Poland, 4 a.m., Japan. There's a bit of forehand in the net by Rinderknech, love 15. Los Angeles, Pakistan. By the way, to the guy in the chats is literally saying every single country, you need to take 5. All right, buddy? Just chill. Take a time out. Come back and, just chill. Literally saying every country. I'm surprised you didn't go to planets. Why didn't you start saying Pluto? Pluto, Uranus. Classic. 15-0. Pluto's not a planet. As we just serve from Rinderknech. Serve to the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech backhand wide as he tried to go down the line. 15-30. Chance for Alcaraz to get the break again get the break in this second set. 15-30. First serve's a fault by Rinderknech. Second serve. Purple, didn't you just hear what I said? For 15-30. As with a forehand now to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Rinderknech in the net. 15-40. Break points for Alcaraz again. Still hasn't broken. Sorry, he still hasn't broken to lead. He has broken back. He broke back at the start of the second set, but he hasn't broken the lead yet. 15-40. 15-40. No, that wasn't it. Don't say that. 4-4 rally. As Alcaraz forehand goes long. 30-40. One saved. Still break point for Alcaraz to get the break in the second. Lead. I'm watching from Toronto. My internet is slow. Fair enough. As Rinderknech serves an ace. Deuce. Another ace. Third advantage Rinderknech. All right, serve again. As Alcaraz gets the point, we get back to deuce. Back to deuce. As the return goes in the back of Rinderknech, but it's too good from Alcaraz. And Rinderknech flicks it wide. Advantage Alcaraz to take the break in the second. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Into the back of Alcaraz's return. To the front of Rinderknech. He flicks it wide. Alcaraz breaks. 4-2. 4-2 in the second. Oh, Alcaraz, by the way, just testing out his right ankle. What's he done? Alcaraz is just taking off his shoe. Maybe his shoe's just on wrong. Maybe his shoe's just untied. All right, he's okay. I think. He's just kind of jogging on the spot. Here we go. They're going to show a replay. What happened? So he went for the backhand. And he kind of just like slammed. Oh, no, he rolled it. Ooh. Just a little bit of a roll of the ankle. On the right foot. He just sort of like twisted his ankle a little bit on that return. All right, 4-2 Alcaraz. As he serves now, comes to the net with a forehand winner. Okay. 15 love. Karma. Karma for what? For winning 7 Grand Slams, for being the youngest player to win all 4 slams, for being the youngest. Karma for what? Karma. Okay. 15 love. Bro. Backhand goes in. As Rinderknech with a volley winner. Too good. 15-0. Karma for beating your favorite. As Rinderknech with a smile points to his ear and he said, come on, I hit a good volley. Everybody, come on. You go cheer me? Come on. All right. Nice rally by Rinderknech. Good hustle. Calm is what people say to cope with life. That's savage. As a return... Fuck. I got real. All right, 30-15. God damn. Whew. A slap. 15. As Alcaraz serves. Return goes wide. 40-15. Yeah, Alcaraz rolled his ankle. Yep. He's okay, though, but it just sort of was a little bit of an ankle roll on a return. But it's nothing. It's not serious. He's still fine. He's fine. But it just was a little bit of a scary moment. As a return, goes to the front of Alcaraz. He misses that forehand, and it's 40-30. $40-30. Alcaraz. Serve in the backhand. Rinderknech hits it long on the return. 5-2. Alcaraz in the second. 5-2. How's he looking in this second set? Let me look at some statistics. All right, Alcaraz's returns have come to life. His forehand's dropped a little bit, but his backhand is holding. He's had a lot more break points against Rinderknech's serve as well. And he has been doing his job a lot better in the second here. Rinderknech has been playing pretty well at times, but obviously not at the right times. Also, I think the trainer might be coming out for Alcaraz just to have a check of the ankle. I think the umpire's on the phone to the trainer. Somebody needs a coffee cam. Yeah. Feel free to, give me, I think it's like $20 now. Coffee's gone up. Petrol and prices and shit. So yeah, I think it's like $50. So if you want to shout me a coffee, $100. I'm pretty sure it's $1,500 at this point. It's going up by the second. Anyways, the trainer's on court, but not for Alcaraz. They're just waiting on the side of the court. So they're there. They're just waiting. Just in case. Just in case. All right. As Rinderknech serves. By the way, very important game because Rinderknech needs to serve first in the third. He has to be in the lead every time he holds in the third. So the trainer's out for Alcaraz on the side of the court just in case he needs it after this game. So maybe the change of ends or the change of set. The changeover between sets. Alcaraz might get because he is still like moving that ankle around. Like he's still testing it out. So he's not comfortable, 100% comfortable out there. It's not affecting him. He's not limping, but he's looking a little bit off. First serve's a fault, second serve. All right, back in Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Rinderknech. He hits it long. Love 15. Love 15. Was it the same ankle as Tokyo? I don't know if he hurt the right ankle or not. By the way, Alcaraz is definitely hesitating as he moves to the right. 15 all. He didn't sprint to that forehand. He kind of just took a couple of steps. $15-all. Serve and volley, Rinderknech. Too good. And again, Alcaraz pulling up. He's not sprinting it out to these shots. He's just easing up. $30-15. Rinderknech serves. Alcaraz returns. Volley Rinderknech. Alcaraz gets that one and puts it wide. 40-15. Rinderknech to make Alcaraz serve the set. (40-15). Serving to the body. Alcaraz forehand in the net. And Alcaraz will serve for the second. All right, Alcaraz is going to serve to take us to a third. All right, Alcaraz serves again to take the second set. Return goes in the front of Alcaraz. Now Alcaraz puts it away. 15-love. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. As Rinderknech. Too good. (15-all). It was a drop shot from Rinderknech, and Alcaraz jogs to it, but he doesn't get there. 15-all. As he hits a great serve down the tee, Alcaraz. 30-15. All right, 30-15. Alcaraz serves. And at the front of Rinderknech. Good return. Alcaraz gets it. Slice Rinderknech. As Alcaraz backhand to the front of Rinderknech. Alcaraz with the flying cross court. Rinderknech goes down the line. Alcaraz slices it back, but it's wide. 30-all. All right. Rinderknech on the run just slaps it down the line. Carlos is tentative. Yeah. Alcaraz is definitely... He's definitely cautious. Alcaraz serves. As Rinderknech returns it short. Alcaraz slaps it down the line. Okay. He gets the set point. 40-30. To take us to a third. (40-30). Serving to the backhand of Rinderknech. Alcaraz forehand to the front of Rinderknech. Crossed in the front of Alcaraz. They go forehand to forehand. Now forehand in the line from Rinderknech. Alcaraz gets it with the backhand. Rinderknech slice. Alcaraz runs around, hits the backhand, the forehand. Now Alcaraz doing some moves. Forehand to forehand rally. As it a backhand again from Rinderknech. Alcaraz slices it. Rinderknech comes to the net with a slice. Alcaraz pass. Rinderknech drop volley, but Alcaraz gets it with a winner down the line. And he points to his ear. We're going three. We're going three. Is the trainer coming out for Carlos? No. All right. Alcaraz takes it. We're going to a third. I don't think he's getting the trainer. All right. Alcaraz was an 8.5. By the way, 8.6 performance rating for Rinderknech, 8.5 for Alcaraz, but Alcaraz won the set. But this is the opposite of what happened in the first set. The better performance rating is losing right now. If you have a good performance rating, you're losing the set. It's crazy. That's so weird. Alcaraz has an overall better performance rating, though, for the match. But, yeah, the player with the better performance rating has lost the sets. Mind you, it was like this close, but, you know, Alcaraz was still behind. His serve and forehand, Alcaraz, were a little shoddy. 11 winners, 7 errors, 5 forehand errors from Alcaraz. Rinderknech with the 9 winners, 5 errors. So he was pretty solid. 4 forehand errors, though. But yeah. Overall, though, 28 winners for the match for Rinderknech and 18 errors. Also, 36 forced errors, which means he's forced Alcaraz to make errors 36 times, including 20 returns. So Rinderknech has hit 10 aces, but 20 unreturnables as well. So there you go. So Rinderknech's serve has been a big help to him, as it usually is. It's really what won him the first set, what's kept him in this match. But Alcaraz is starting to win the ground strokes, and if he can just figure out what's going on with his foot, then it's going to be a tough third set, I think, for Rinderknech to get this upset. But we'll see. All right. Quality of the match has been incredible. Yeah, it's been very high level. I mean, Rinderknech has come to play. Both players gone to the bathroom, by the way. Yeah. It's been a really, really high, intense match. Let's see if the third set goes the distance. Just lock in Carlos. Yeah. Tommy Haas getting photos with people. Oh yeah, Mehdi and Baez are just starting too, right? Did Alcaraz have set points in the first? Yes. He had a set point in the tiebreak. Yes, he had 1 set point. Did Alcaraz have... Yeah, he did. He had 1 set point at 6-5. Never seen Alcaraz ever go off to the bathroom. Yeah, I wonder if it's an off-court medical timeout. I don't think it is. They didn't announce it, so he's back now because he's jogging back, and he shakes his fist as he runs back to the chair. So he seems like he's over the ankle issue, but yeah, I don't know. It's. I feel like that running out to the chair was almost a statement. Like, yeah, I'm fine. Don't even worry about my ankle. But Rinderknech is not there to see it, so running out of the chair and the opponent can't see you, it probably doesn't work. But the coaches of Rinderknech could see and go, "Oh shit, maybe he's not. Maybe he is okay." I feel like that was a bit of a statement. If Alcaraz won that set point, this match might have been over. Well, yeah. All right. Oh, pardon me. So Alcaraz is just shadowing some forehands, waiting for Rinderknech to come back in the bathroom. He's taking an extended break. All right. How we doing, chat? Are we hanging in there? It's been a long day. We've been live. Coming up 10 hours, I think. 10 hours straight. I don't think we haven't had a time off, any time off, have we? 10 hours straight. That's about standard. It ain't no record, but it's about standard. Plot twist, Rinderknech feel. What? All right, bro. Don't drink and text. Drunk texting is not a good idea. Rinderknech is looking in the mirror right now, asking questions. I don't know why he's asking questions. He won the first set. Doesn't need to ask that many questions. I think he's just pushing. I'm just thinking he's pushing the limits here to make Alcaraz wait. Cool Alcaraz off a bit, maybe. Nothing wrong with a bit of theatre, but yeah, that's exactly right. We here? Yeah. We're here. We're ready. Final set coming up. Okay. Here we go. Rinderknech is back. Let's see what happens. Final set. And Medvedev Baez, they're just starting their first set. Here we go. Rinderknech is serving first in the third. So yeah, we've been live for coming up 10 hours straight. So that's fun. And then we're back and coming up next. So it might be a 12-hour shift today. All right. Rinderknech serving first. Can he do the improbable? As that goes out by Alcaraz, 15 love. That's a bit of fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Rinderknech as Alcaraz into the slice of Rinderknech. To the forehand of Alcaraz. Rinderknech backhand. As Alcaraz again to the slice of Rinderknech. Alcaraz forehand again to the backhand of Rinderknech on the stretch. He hits it in the net. As he tries to go line. 15-0. 15-0. What's your longest streaming time? We have streamed 16 hours straight before. Good serve down the tee. Return goes in from Alcaraz, and then Rinderknech puts away the smash. 30-15. All right, 30-15. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Serve and volley. Rinderknech missed the half volley, though. And it's 30-0. Danger time already. All right. 15-30. Serve in the front of Alcaraz. Return goes in the front of Rinderknech. 30-all, sorry. 30-all. It's 30-all. Rinderknech goes down the line wide on the forehand side. Now it's a break point. 30-40. Sorry, I was 1 point behind. 30-all. 30-40. Fuck. 30-40. It's been a long day. Alcaraz with break points. Serve in the front of Alcaraz. Volley from Rinderknech. Alcaraz pass. Rinderknech just volleys. Alcaraz pass. Too good. Alcaraz breaks. 1-love in the third. One love. Alcaraz gets the break straight away. All right, the Spanish beast woke up. Yep. He woke up. All right. 1-love Alcaraz final set. He's going to serve. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes back into Alcaraz, back into Rinderknech. Alcaraz backhand again to the back into Rinderknech as we get a slice from Alcaraz. Drop shot Rinderknech. Alcaraz with the backhand pass. Oh, it hit the tape. And Rinderknech couldn't react. 15-love. All right, 15-love. All right, is it a 4 now from Rinderknech? Goes wide. 30-love. Love. As Alcaraz serves. A fault. As Rinderknech returns the forehand long. 40-love. So in the back of the Rinderknech, forehand from Alcaraz is too good. And he leads 2-love in the final set. And Alcaraz, a lot of vamos in that celebration. And that lady loves Carlos, according to her shirt. Okay. 2-love. All right, serve again. As he comes in there, Rinderknech and puts away the volley. Love. As Rinderknech with another great serve. 30-love. As we default second serve. So in the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Rinderknech. Alcaraz backhand. Into the backhand of Rinderknech. A slice from Alcaraz again to the Rinderknech forehand. As they go forehand to forehand. Alcaraz again with the forehand to the forehand of Rinderknech. Alcaraz on the attack. As with a backhand again from Rinderknech. Alcaraz gets it back. Forehand to forehand now. As Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Goes long. 40 love. Rinderknech hangs in there. 40 love. All right, 40 love. And then a fault, second serve. Double fault, 40-15. As with a fault, second serve. As with a serve and volley, but the volley's no good. Alcaraz puts it away easily. And it's 40-30. $40-30. As he's serving volleys again. That's a beautiful volley. All right. Rinderknech on the board. 2-1. All right. 2-1. Alcaraz with a break in the final set. All right. All right. Medvedev has got the break, by the way, 3-2. All right. All right, see you later, Dutchie. Fonseca said in an interview in Brazil recently that he wants to play doubles with Raducanu. Cool. Alcaraz 14-0 loading. By the way, chat, look, I gotta bring this up because I heard this and I was like, really? So Novak Djokovic was asked about Alcaraz's winning streak and whether or not Alcaraz could beat his winning streak. First of all, what a stupid question to ask a guy. Do you think this guy's going to do something that you did and be better than you? Like, that's basically what I heard. What a dumb question to ask Djokovic. Why would you ask him that? By the way, Djokovic, a classy guy, responded saying like, hey, he could do it, you know, and he said all the nice things. But still, like, what a dumb question to ask Djokovic. Be like, you know that really impressive thing you did? Do you think Alcaraz can do that? Why would you ask that? Anyways, and also too, Alcaraz hasn't won Indian Wells yet. Like, we're not even, like, Djokovic won 41 matches in a row. We're not even at the clay yet. It's way too early to be talking about Djokovic at 41-0. Look, Alcaraz could do it, but shit, I mean, let's get to Monte Carlo or maybe even Madrid before we start going, ooh, he's getting, like, 30. When he gets to 30 in a row, let's start talking about it then. Why are we talking about it in the teens? Why are we talking about 13 in a row? Can he do 41? He's like, let him win this first, and then we'll talk about it. Way too early. And also, don't ask Djokovic. Why would you ask Nole? Don't say, like, come on now. Come on. But Nole, good. He had a classy response because he's a classy guy. But seriously, why are you asking Djokovic that question? It's crazy. And also, why are you asking that question? It's way too early. Save that for Madrid. Alcaraz holds 3-1. I heard that and I was like, I thought Djokovic's response was going to be like, I mean, 41-0 is pretty impressive. Like, you know. I still play tennis. I'm still here. 3-1. Sinner comments about press conferences? No, I didn't. What do you say? Is it a backhand return out of the volley of Rinderknech? And Alcaraz puts it away. Love 15. Now if we're going to start talking about the best start to a season, we're going to wait. Don't put that pressure on Alcaraz yet. It's way too early. When he gets to 30 wins in a row, then we'll talk about it. He said one aspect he hates about being a pro tennis player is press conferences. Sinner said that. That's savage. All right, backhand slice from Alcaraz. Rinderknech comes net with a slice. Alcaraz with a lob, but Rinderknech with a drop volley winner. Beautiful volley, 15-0. Yeah, look, and I can understand that they probably asked that question also because if Djokovic responds with like a negative comment and gets like a little bit annoyed, then they can write a story about that. So yeah, I get why they ask those questions. It's not necessarily, it's a dumb question, but they also want a response, like a reaction, right? Like I know how that is, right? Like I'm sure that person wasn't asking that question because they wanted to know the answer. They probably asked that question because they wanted Djokovic to react in a negative way. Because Nole's been questioned before, like, you know, saying like, oh, you said this is the greatest generation to ever play. And he's like, no, I didn't say that. Like, people have pushed Djokovic in press conferences before to try and get him to make a statement. But yeah, it's way too soon to be talking about Alcaraz winning 41 in a row. 15-40. It's not fair on Alcaraz. All right, Alcaraz get the double break in the final set. Serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes in. The forehand of Rinderknech. He misses it though, and it's 4-1 Alcaraz final set. He's run away with it. 4-1 Alcaraz. He's controlling this match now. Doesn't matter. Perfect season loading. Yep, perfect season. That's it. It's perfect season. Oh, perfect season. All right. Alcaraz in control. So yeah, we've got Raducanu versus Kostyuk next. And that'll finish the day. Medi saves 2 break points. Nice. All right. Hey, Linda, thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate that. Formula One media, they ask the same questions of Verstappen. He thrashes them on the spot. Yeah. Yeah, where's the Max Verstappen of tennis? We need the Max Verstappen of tennis. Okay. Alcaraz with the double break in the second. 4-1. As that goes in the net by Rinderknech. 15 love. All right, 15 love. All right, 30 love, Alcaraz. As that return goes in the net by Rinderknech, 40 love. 40 love. And then an ace. All right, 5-1. Alcaraz takes control. (5-1) Carlos. And Rinderknech really had a chance in the middle of, or in the second, at the start of the second, also at the end of the second, to get back on serve, but that was it. Alcaraz said, "No, that's enough. You had one chance. That's enough." Winner of this will play against Casper Ruud in a couple of nights. I'm sure they'll play at night. Maybe. Oh, no, actually, they might play during the day. Alcaraz hits a return winner. Love 15. They probably play during the day because of tomorrow's matches. They have to play the next day. So, yeah, they probably put tomorrow night. Tomorrow matches will be on at night. And then today's matches will be on during the day, I'm guessing. Maybe. Love 15. As Rinderknech hits an ace down the tee. 15 all. If Carlos completes a career Grand Slam, calendar slam in 2026, he is the GOAT. That's an interesting question. No, not yet. It's definitely a goated move. It probably puts him in top 5 no matter what he does for the rest of his career. If he doesn't win a slam for the rest of his career after this year, and he does that, he will be top 5 for the rest. But you still need to get 20 plus. Like you can't be on 10 Grand Slams with a career slam and that's enough. You have to have the most slams, or at least you have to be on 20 plus. I don't think a calendar slam alone, because if I think of Rod Laver, calendar slam puts him in the top 5 of best of all time, in a lot of people's opinion, but it doesn't put him as number 1. It's not enough. Otherwise, Rod Laver would be the GOAT, but he's won 2 calendar slams, but he's not the GOAT, right? Djokovic is. So, yeah. It probably puts him, mathematically too, right? He would have 10 slams, so it probably puts him as like the 5th best player of all time as of right now. But he still has to get more of the slams. But the slam count matters. He's got to win 20 plus slams. Volley from Rinderknech, too good. All right, Alcaraz going to serve for this match. Yeah, so good question, but I don't think it does. It's not enough. It's not enough yet. He's got to have 20 plus slams. Djokovic is not the GOAT. But yeah, But it's a good question, though. I'm getting ahead of myself with Calendar Slam. Yeah, well, we shouldn't even be talking about it until Wimbledon. Aussie Open is not a true slam, sorry. Bro, this is why you don't have any friends. Coming in here and then like saying Djokovic is not GOAT. Australian Open's not a slam. Bro, do you have anything nice to say? You're 0 for 2. Look, I'm saying it. This is why I said it. Bro, first you say you offend all the Djokovic fans, and then you offended me. So we're all like, bro, say something positive. You got one more chance. Say something nice. Say something nice. Go on. Say something nice. Come on. You're 0 for 2. Come on. 5-2. Newcomb had a great mustache. All right, redeemed. All right, redeemed. God, that was good. He got me. He does have a great mustache. Damn it. All right, 1 for 2. All right, we'll give you that. 15 love. All right, Alcaraz serve for the match. Serving the backhand of Rinderknech. Alcaraz backhand to the backhand of Rinderknech. Sliced in the net. 30 love. 2 points away, Carlos. To play Casper Ruud in the 4th round. As we backhand return, it goes out by Rinderknech. And it's 40 love. Match points for Carlos to take on Casper Ruud. Serve. Into the backhand of Rinderknech. Alcaraz rips a forehand winner to finish. There's the match. As Carlos gets it done. Wasn't easy. It wasn't easy last time they played either. But Alcaraz too good. All right. And they're having some fun. They're having a chat at the net. They're having a long combo at the net. They're still shaking hands. That was the longest handshake I've ever seen. All right. That was good. That was a fun exchange at the net. How can you be mad at Alcaraz, right? All right. Alcaraz gets the win. And he is going to take on Casper Ruud in the 4th round in a couple of days. All right. You knew that Alcaraz, once he lost that first set, he was going to get pissed off and start going nuts. You knew it was going to happen. He wasn't going to lose in straight sets. Hell no. He wasn't going to let that happen. All right. Today was good, even better tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be fire. Great exchange, mutual respect. Yeah. Look, Rinderknech was fired up. He was getting chirpy. He was getting chatty. But at the end of the day, it's all competition. Yeah, it was a great effort. I mean, Rinderknech played some really high-level tennis for sure, but Alcaraz is the highest level. So, you know. Alcaraz, by the way, an 8.7 performance rating. Rinderknech, unfortunately, dropped off completely. He was performing very well. His performance rating was up at like a 9 at one point. But he dropped down to a 7.5 or 7.6 in the end. Rinderknech's serve was really, really, really good. But it wasn't enough. and it didn't last until the final point. So 34 winners, 26 errors from Rinderknech, 32 winners, 18 errors by Alcaraz. Alcaraz got better as the match went on. Alcaraz's serving also got better. He got broken the one time, and that was in the start of the second. And then after that, it was all Alcaraz. He wins 12 of the next 16 games to get it done. But yeah, Alcaraz is his returns got better. His forehand got better because that was a bit shaky early. But yeah, and now he plays Ruud, which is going to be really interesting in a couple of days. All right, good match. Jay.
LFG Carlos freaking vamos. Arthur always gives Carlos a hard time. Was definitely stressed out for this match and will be stressed out when he faces Casper in a couple of days. Thanks, Cam.
All right, thank you, Jay, for the 3. Can you summarize the upsets of the last 2 days? Last 2 days? I'll try. So yesterday, upsets. Yesterday upsets. Third round. Actually, I'll go through the third round in total, right? So the first upset we had yesterday was Coco Gauff. Well, not the first, but one of the upsets yesterday. Coco Gauff going down to Eala. We also had Towson going out yesterday to Gibson. Today we had Keys losing to Cartel. That was a shock. Andreeva went down to Siniakova. That was an upset. And that's probably it for the ladies, I would say. On the men's side, we've actually had a few more. So starting with Bublik, he went down to Hichikata. Norrie beat Demonor, so a couple of results for Australians. Mickelson beat Fritz. That was an upset. We had Tiafoe beating Caboli, but I don't think that was an upset because they played a close match last week. Tien beats Shelton. Again, not sure if that's a massive upset. Fokina beating Menchik, same thing. I don't think that's an upset. Fonseca beating Paul. Again, upset maybe, but not unlikely to happen. So there's been more upsets on the men's side. But now the fourth rounds are almost locked in. So on the men's side, they are locked in. We've got Alcaraz Ruud, Hichikata Norrie, Draper versus Djokovic. Winner of this match between Medvedev and Baez will take on Mickelson. Feast FAA, Zverev Tiafoe, Tien Fokina, and Sinner versus Fonseca. And then on the women's side, we've got Sabalenka Osaka, Mboko versus Anisimova, Eala versus Noskova, Gibson versus Paolini, Pegula versus Bencic, Siniakova versus Federlina, Swiatek versus Mukova. And then the winner of tonight's match between Rybakina and Kostyuk will take on Cartel. So that is that. I think I updated everything with everybody, and everything should be sweet. Speaking of Rybakina, we're going to watch her next. So get ready. Get ready, because we're going to finish the day off with a Rybakina match. The favorite for the tournament, maybe. Or maybe it's Sabalenka now. I'm not sure. But jump on over here and talk amongst yourselves. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes to finish the day with a Rybakina versus Kostyuk match. And we'll keep up to date with Medvedev. But great win by Alcaraz. He fights back from a set down, 6-7, 6-3, 6-2. And he's going to take on Casper Ruud in a couple of days. And don't worry, we'll be watching that one. We'll be watching that one. But Kostyuk taking on Rybakina next.